I'm Dr. Anthony Harper here, blessed to be in Israel. And there are a lot of things that have been happening here in this area. And MK Sharren Haskel is joining me.
Hello, good evening. Great to see you, and welcome back to our homeland, to Israel.
It's a very special place to be here. And I'm thinking about, in light of what's happened last week, about the Fighting Anti-Semitism event with world leaders, and now President Trump's peace plan. Along with this issue of anti-Semitism, I've been reporting about UNRWA, as you've been very involved with that, and also the issue of Jewish cemeteries being desecrated. French President Macron talked about one in France, and we have a prominent one in Vilnius, Lithuania. What is your perspective on, in light of the event last week and President Trump's peace plan regarding this whole anti-Semitism issue?
So unfortunately, in the past few years, we've seen a rise in anti-Semitism, a lot around Europe, but also North America, South America, unfortunately, as well. Last week was an incredible event that happened. Leaders from all around the world came here in order to send a clear message to the entire world that things like that will never happen again. It gives us a great optimistic approach when we see events like that. Yet we have to put our feet on the ground and understand that anti-Semitism, hatred towards Jews, is a disease. And unfortunately, it is spreading around.
And along with this UNRWA issue, there's a Mr. David Bedin who's really helped a lot with educating people about what's going on in these textbooks, UNRWA textbooks. So a lot of the nations that came here last week are still funding UNRWA to some degree. From my understanding, what David Bedin has been saying about the textbooks, there's a serious problem in these UNRWA schools. I'm wondering what can be done more, and with how for the nations to be accountable or make UNRWA accountable.
I think
on this
yesterday
matter.
President Trump sent a very, very clear message. That the Americans will not tolerate any kind of incitement and violence against Israel. I do think that this will see those words in action in the next few months. I believe he referred directly towards the incitement in textbook, in schools, against Jews, against Israel. So I'm sure with this new plan, we'll see quite a few steps heading forward.
Yeah, I think about what he signed, at the White House recently about the schools that are funding or supporting anti-Semitism. Those colleges, those schools would be threatened. Would they lose some funds if they participated in anti-Semitism in any way? So that's along with what you were saying, that the schools are being held accountable. I know here in the U.S., but also in the UNRWA schools as well. And so we wait to see what happens next. And you have a lot to deal with here.
Yep, absolutely.
And many people praying for you and so many others. We pray it goes well. So thank you.
Thank you
It's great to be here in Jerusalem.
And we're so honored to have with us today member of Knesset from the Likud Party and chairperson of the Knesset Christian Alliance Caucus. Give a warm welcome to Sharren Haskel.
Good evening. Minister of Aliyah and Absorption, my dear friend Yoav Gallant. Member of Knesset that I think haven't arrived, they didn't arrive yet? Yaakov Merdi, my dear friend as well. My dear friend, former member of Knesset as well, Yehuda Glik. World Chairman of Keren HaYesod, Sam Grunberg. Obviously, Pastor Larry Hack, Pastor Jobs Bittner, Director of Knesset Christian Ally Caucus, Mr. Josh Reinstein, and all of the incredible distinguished guests that are